Hello, dear audience. Before we dive into this chapter, I wanted to note some disclaimers and content warnings for your awareness. There will be the usage of background music and sound effects that will recreate the effect and illusion of jump scares. Further content warnings include frightening and intense scenes, grief, trauma, loss, death of a partner, depression, dark themes, potential character death, illusions and altered realities, lapse in memory, and memory manipulation. Viewer discretion is advised. Thank you, my dear audience, and now, enjoy. Hello, and welcome to The Melancholy We Weave. I'm your storyteller for this evening, Ambrose, and tonight we will be telling this tale of horror using the game Quietus by Ollie Jeffrey of Sinister Beard Games. This series is a melancholic horror anthology in which each chapter will be following different pairs of characters, with backstories dripping with heartache, guilt, grief, and sorrow. These unfortunate main characters are actively trying to push past their traumas while utilizing scars within their own psyche to combat an unknown horror that pursues them. Just so you are aware of what's going on, dear audience, these are not stories about heroes or overcoming some great evil with the power of will. This will be about broken and hurting individuals clawing out of the depths of an unknown nightmare by the skin of their teeth. Will hope tease out of their grasp, or will they be able to elude dread before it consumes them? We turn the page on this anthology and land on our latest tale, Chapter 6, Where Love Lies. Haruka has lost the love of her life, her childhood best friend turned lover, Marina, to a drunk driver. It has been nearly a year. The pain is still fresh for her. There is no closure. There is no respite. There is no way out of the memories that have been left behind of Marina. There's only heartache. There's only grief and the constant reminder of the life you could have had. The ring box that was found in the wreckage is evidence of that. Plagued by memories and in a need of a break from the apartment, Haruka shared with Marina the friends that they've seen, the places that they've been to around town that they frequented together. She decides to go on a solo trip to a lake house in the redwoods. Things seem to be going well, but Haruka finds her favorite flower, magnolias, in a vase upon entering the first day. And she keeps hearing Marina's voice and smelling her scent randomly throughout the house. Is it all just in Haruka's head, or is something else really going on? You know, we shouldn't worry about that. That's what grief does to us, dear audience. But let's actually meet our main character for this story, Sachi. Care to introduce who you are, your pronouns, your character, their pronouns, and a short sentence about what hurts Haruka the most about losing the love of her life?
Ouch. Okay. Hi, I'm Sachi. My pronouns are she, her. I'm playing Haruka, whose pronouns are also she, her. I think what hurts the most is I guess maybe how it just kind of everyone else seemed to move on. And she's just left there.
And it's only been a year, so it is kind of like, are we not talking about it? Like,
yeah, like that was my entire future, and now I have to make a new one. That's great. You know what? I'm fine. I'm gonna go escape to a cabin. See y'all later. It's fine.
It's fine. Also, another reason why you probably left. You're like, I can't imagine the world just moving on without her. And now, without further ado, let's continue. Haruka, wake up in the cozy loft of an A-frame cabin that you have decided to rent out this week. You can hear the melodic chirping of birds outside among the trees, and the sun has flooded into the room, but luckily hasn't fallen on your face to jar you awake with blinding sunshine. You have covered yourself in blankets upon blankets to increase comfort during the evening, plus it seems to get somewhat cool during the nighttime. Won't be that way for long as the weather will heat up outside soon enough. Despite being warm and comfortable in the physical, you feel weary. Opening your eyes is a chore. And although you have some of the best sleep you had in nearly months, it still hurts to wake up. The yellow sunshine and vivid colors you can see outside through the windows should soothe you, but it doesn't seem to quite do its job. You found yourself doing it again, your hand reaching out to touch or hold someone next to you. But you meet with a coolness that you have grown to hate. Cold sheets means you went to bed alone. And then it floods back in. The emptiness. The heartache. Marina's not here. She's been gone for a little over a year now. Right. Right. You rise, officially, from the sheets, slowly, as you take in the room around you and fully awake to the day. Haruka, what do you look like?
Haruka looks like a average height East Asian woman with dark brown hair. It's worn down right now, but there's still the semblance of a braid that she didn't undo the night before. Just like one single braid within her hair. Um, because Marina always wore her hair in braids. And it's just something she's done ever since. For like a year now, I guess. She has brown eyes, pale skin, tired looking, now that she has some privacy out in the woods. And yeah, she's tired. And I also, a little detail, because I'm the worst. She wears a necklace all the time with a ring on the string.
That hurts me deep.
No, does not take it off.
Does not. How long have you had this necklace on? As soon as you found out this ring existed?
Probably like a month after. I think definitely it was one of those things where like the ring just kept staring at her, like the ring box just like sat on a table in their apartment for like a month or two, and she just kept looking at it. And then finally she's like, I gotta do something with this. I don't want it to sit in the box just unused. Like that doesn't feel right. So she just got a nice little string for it.
No. You tell me, what what are you doing? You have already told yourself that like today you're gonna do something different than you did the last few days. Can you describe what you did the day before? That seems like you're like, hey, this day felt kind of a waste.
Um, I think maybe the day before she tried to fish. And she's never fished before in her life, but she's like, I'm in nature. She's a city girl at heart. She doesn't really know what she's doing, but like her parents told her like nature's good. Her friends are like, you're not looking so great. Nature. And so she's like, okay, nature. And she's trying, but she is a city girl at heart. So I think she tried to fish and it went very poorly.
Mhm.
Nothing was caught. In fact, I think maybe like she like probably accidentally hooked her pants a couple times with the fishing line. Just wasn't doing a great job. Probably broke two fishing rods in the process unknowingly. Didn't really break them. She just tangled the string and gave up.
Mhm.
Um, so today she's not fishing. I think today maybe she's gonna try to go on a walk around the
Ah.
lake
So you're gonna walk around the lake, taking nature
and
that way.
not fish.
And not fish, because
She's
you
gonna look
failed
at the
enough
lake.
today. You failed
Yeah.
in a decent amount of times. You're like, you know what? I gave it a good old college try. Maybe this is just for me. Or maybe I don't know enough. Um, so that's your plan today. After yesterday's failure, it was a failure. That's what it was. It wasn't even like a kind of success.
It
It
wasn't even that funny. It was just kind of sad to
was just kind of
watch.
sad to,
Like
if anyone was watching.
no one was around. But there's definitely moments where it's like if someone was watching, this would be so bad for me.
Hmm. So you gave up. You came back home after it wasn't that far away from the lake. It was like you were on the man-made pier that looks kind of charming in a decrepit way. Like it matches the vibes. What you did get out of it was the beauty of the lake, the stillness of it, and every so often you'd see uh, wildlife. Like break the
Those damn
surface, the
fishes.
fish that mock you that you couldn't catch. You might see like some birds, some that sat on the lake, like just enjoying ducks maybe. But then most of the time, which you're not sure if this is normal or not, is that like it looks very still. Like there's longer moments more than anything where it just looks like a picture, still, nothing there. And then someone breaks the surface, like in terms of one of the fishes that mock you. And you're like, up back to it. You're back. That stillness still is.
I think it's just a sense of like that's kind of weird, but
Yeah.
again, city girl. She's like maybe that's just nature, you know.
Maybe
That's
that's just nature for you. Maybe that's the point. The stillness is what people like about nature, those
yeah. People kept
moments.
telling me to come here. It's chill, it's calm, but I don't understand it.
Maybe you will. Maybe you will this time. So you decide instead of fishing to go on a walk, a long walk, not to get too far from the house. The lake is decent size, but a whole lap is you could do a few of them, and like a good day of the part of the day will pass. So you get ready for that. Uh, can you roll for me?
Just 1d6.
Yeah, just one, unless you want to do something about it. If you want to build a pool, I don't see why you would push yourself yet. No one is here to
Let me
help
push
you.
myself immediately.
Immediately, or work an element from a scar.
2.
You got a two. Okay, you failed. Um, the character
First
does not
roll.
succeed. I got a dread.
Oh,
And yeah,
love that.
yeah. Don't worry about it. It's fine. You're good. You're Gucci. The character can
I'm
try a
fine.
different. You're fine. Uh, if you want to try a different thing, but you don't know what you're trying yet, you just woke up. You're kind of like getting ready. Like you probably, I imagine, you can tell me if I'm wrong. Haruka's sense of style is very like drapey sweater, very cutesy kind of situation. Uh,
Especially like in the past year, it was comfy cute
yeah.
like most of her life. It's leaned more comfy in the past year, but she's still like, I gotta be cute. But like the effort, I think you could tell there was more effort put in before the crash.
Yeah.
And then after the crash, it's
Now
just
it's
like
just straight up
I'm
comfy.
depressed.
Hmm.
So this is what you're gonna get. It's still cute because I'm cute, but like I'm not trying that hard anymore.
So yeah, so this is just comfortable. You get dressed. There might be like an accent color of some sort, but you're just trying to get out and enjoy the day. You make your way into the hallway from your a loft, or after actually, since it is a loft, you're kind of climbing down stairs that you can technically climb up if you want because it's at an angle. Um, and while you do, you smell something. It smells like someone made breakfast. Smells like eggs, bacon, waffles, blueberry waffles, and magnolias. And it stops you halfway down the stairs. You grip in the railing. And it's so poignant. Like someone just finished making breakfast. But you didn't hear the kitchen. You didn't hear anyone rattling around dishes. You continue.
I think she continues to like check it out. Maybe she forgot that she lit a candle that smells like all of those things, but she also knows that's not logical. So definitely confused.
Okay.
And a little cautious, like, did somebody break into my cabin? Like, I didn't cook. I just woke up.
Mm-hmm. So there's a little bit of concern. I would say, not mechanically speaking, but your anxiety is like,
No.
I'm here by myself. I didn't sleep make breakfast. I don't have a candle that smells like breakfast.
I was never told I sleepwalked. What's going on?
Mm-hmm. So you walk down slower this time. Go down the long hallway. There's like maybe two extra rooms if anyone wanted to take it. This is a nice big space. You walk down the actual set of stairs. And usually upon walking down, you can look over the railing into the kitchen kind of situation. And then if you look off to the left, the living room. And then straight forward, a few paces is the front door. No, there's no breakfast. There's no anything. And you realize as you make it all the way down to the lower level and your head turns to the kitchen and you're looking around, that smell's gone. You look around a little bit more. Doors, if you walk up to the door, it's locked. The back door is locked. No, no one's here. No evidence of anyone being here.
Blow my nose. Just weird.
You check out your setup from before. I'm assuming you might have come back, you might have watched TV in the living room. There's blankets like draped over the back, like, or
Hell's
maybe
Kitchen is on.
Hell's Kitchen is still on. The what is it, like the coffee table? There's like an empty glass of like an empty wine glass and like a not even closed or a recorked wine bottle, and there's still half of wine there, kind of situation. Evidence of last night, but that's about it. But you make something quick for yourself. You dawn the day. You do change a little bit so that you're ready for outside, and you go for that walk. You do that. You walk for what feels like forever until maybe afternoon. You make lunch for yourself. Nothing else weird happens today that you're aware of. And you go back to the evening wise. Do you go back to what you did the night before, which is watch Hell's Kitchen and have wine and make
This
yourself
time
dinner?
it's not Hell's Kitchen. This night it's dive-ins, drive-ins, and dives. Um,
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
yeah, I think it's the Guy Fieri show.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, you switch it up this time. You have something small to eat. Uh, you don't look around or anything like that because like it's normal. Everything's normal. You can go to sleep and roll a dice for me when you go to bed and you sleep.
That's 6.
Amazing, you succeed. You got ready for the evening. You got dressed. You didn't do much of a change. It's now just like sleep comfortable, not like day comfortable.
I think it's
Um,
more like I took off my pants and my bra. Done.
that's amazing. Yes. So it's just like, yep, that's it. That's all I'm doing.
Just remove some
Um,
layers, but still very. It's like the same sweater. It's just now it's just like a sleep sweater.
so you lay down. You kind of like take off your bra, take off your pants. You just like trying to like relax before you go to sleep. And the night you can hear kind of through the glass of the window in your aloft, the loft in the aloft house. frame house. You can hear crickets. You can hear kind of mild splashes, probably from nightlife that are swimming out there, kind of situation. And you do see like lightning bugs passing over the window as you do, and you start fading, closing your eyes, and you start drifting, and you feel someone sit next to you, and you succeeded. In this case, it's nothing for you. You fade as you feel fingers push your hair behind your ear.
Oh, sick. That's a success. All right.
Mhm, mhm. It's nothing. You just think it's a part of the dream as you fade.
Okay.
That makes sense. Like you're thinking of her, how she would come in and check on you while you were sleeping. And you dream of her. And it's beautiful. And for a moment, this is where you want to be. That smile, the strawberry blonde hair, vivid eyes. You dream of moments with her. Just joy, joyful moments. Not the bad stuff, not normal couple stuff. Like, like, because that was normal for you. It was more of the good stuff. So much of the good stuff. The night passes. You wake up. Same thing. Same morning. What do you do today?
Grab a different sweater.
How's it different? What makes it different this time?
This one has a cat on the front of it. It looks like her cat, Philip. I guess I did give the cat the name Philip. You can't stop me. It's Philip the cat. It's the only. There's just a cat on it. It's like really like it looks like the same outfit. You just like in a slightly different font. There's still like half a braid from the day before, and she just redoes it. Kind of brushes her hair. She's like, I should wash it soon. I probably won't. And then tries
I
to go
just
get
can
like
see
some
that so
yogurt.
vividly. You're looking in the mirror, you're like retying it, you tilt your head, you're like, I should wash it. Oh, yeah. And then like walk out.
I'll do it tomorrow. It's a tomorrow thing.
Mhm. And you notice while you're in the bathroom and you're getting ready and you're looking at your stuff, you see so you have like a makeup bag. You don't plan on using it a lot, but you do have one. It has been bought out and unzipped, and two things have been taken out: eyeliner and a lip gloss.
Like they're out on the table or like on the counter.
They're out on the counter, and they've been like undone. Like the lip gloss has been like undone and stuff like that.
Oh no, it's gonna dry out. Why did I do that? Did I do that?
I don't know. Did you?
I didn't do. Did I? Did I do?
You want to roll for it? You can roll for it if you want
I'm
to.
gonna roll for it.
Hmm?
Let's see. It's a 1.
Amazing. I get my dread. Thank you. The delicious dread from me.
I saw it go up. Yeah, that's cool.
Um, yeah, you did that. I don't know. Feel like you don't
Maybe
think you would have, but maybe you wanted to try to like get ready one of the days before. Like just to make yourself
never put
feel
it
good.
away. Maybe you know what? I'm wearing my Phillips sweater. I'll put it on. Like wow, it's been months since I wore lip gloss. Because why would I?
Mm-hmm.
You know, not anyone around to smooch anymore. It's fine. I'm fine. Um, put it on. I make sure like the things looked out and I didn't remember taking them out. I make sure they're like away when I
Mm-hmm.
put my stuff together after getting ready. I'm just like, and you go in there and I zip it and it's set away. And then when I head down for breakfast, I'm gonna see this exact spot where I smelt all the things. I'm gonna pause there for a second to see if it happens again.
No, no smells.
Cool. Definitely anxious. Confused. Mostly, I think just like baseline confused. Like, I think maybe I really needed this trip because my brain hurts. And then she's gonna make herself a bagel,
Yeah,
a nice little breakfast bagel. Watch the rest of Drive-In, Dive-Ins, and Dives. That is a mouthful.
it is.
Um, and I think she's gonna try to kayak today.
You're gonna try to kayak today?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. How experienced are you with kayaking? Not a lot, I imagine.
Like once or twice. Like
I could
she's
be.
been in a kayak, but like, like, because there's different forms of kayaking. Like you could go on a lake and it's like low key, low pressure. And then there's ocean kayaking where you just kayak on the open
That makes
ocean.
sense. I've seen people do like ocean tour, like where like
Yeah.
they
So she
go.
doesn't do that. I think she did
Okay.
it once and went, this is terrifying. But she's done it like a couple times on a lake, like on like family
Okay.
trips and stuff. And like on camping things with friends. It wasn't like her main thing, but she would do it, you know.
So you know
Um
enough about how to kayak.
Enough.
Okay.
Not a lot. Like definitely gets turned around occasionally because she forgets which way she has to row. And so I think if she does do this, and when she does it, there will be moments on the lake where she's like, how do I turn? How did I get here? And she eventually figures it out, but like she gets herself into like weird spots in the lake, being like, I'm just kind of how did I float here? Um, Before like course correcting to I don't think she has like a set path either. It's pretty aimless.
Okay. Um, roll. You know what? Let's like map this out a little bit. So you get ready for the day. You
Mhm.
decide to like not wear a sweater kayaking because that's a nightmare. Uh,
Goodbye, Philip.
Goodbye, Philip. You you put on like maybe a tank top or something that like less likely to get like drapey stuff into the water kind of situation. And after you have your bagel, maybe some orange juice or coffee or something like that to accompany it, and you finish watching whatever you just said because I am not repeating that. You get a kayak and you go out into the lake, and it's a decent sized lake, so you can do this for a little bit. And as you're
Wow.
letting time pass and you're taking in another beautiful day, breeze is gorgeous. You smell nature around you in terms of what ferns, the redwood, cedar, just nature. What you would identify as a city person as what nature smells like. Roll for me.
I rolled a 4.
That's better. It's better. Character choose a
Yeah.
lesser version of their goal, or they can try again with a tense roll. You don't have to do this. You
Yeah.
don't have to. You don't have to push anything. Nothing's terrifying. Um, you trying to remember what direction to like turn at a certain point. You're like looking around. I imagine your hair's in a braid and whipping around, and you're like, how do I do this thing? And you're doing that, and you hear from the shoreline, left.
And I'll look to the shoreline as I'm going left.
So
I
you're
say that
turning a
going
little bit while
right.
you're like rotating, turning
Yeah.
left.
Sachi just went right in real life and went, that's wrong.
I went right. Wait, left. So I
Wait
just
a
for
minute.
funsies, your character goes left for like a split second. You're like, wait, no, left. They said left. And you're like, wait, someone called to me.
Yeah.
And you turn to look at the shoreline, the direction it came from. You don't see anybody there.
Maybe I should go back to therapy. Maybe they ran away. Maybe it was a small, awful child. Maybe. Going left now.
And you right yourself with going left. You're like, oh, it was left. Weird.
Huh.
Maybe it
Few
was like
random.
your brain screaming it to you kind of situation. Like, it's
Yeah,
left! It's
fed
left!
up with it all. I kept going right. Brain was like, please, please, we know better.
So yeah, you're writing yourself and you continue on, but you're just kind of like looking around to see if you see anybody around, walking around, anything like that. Maybe like because there's other like houses, cabins in this area. They're far apart, so maybe it's someone's child being a little prankster. Because kids play in the woods nearby. Sometimes if someone is
It was an
staying.
actual helpful prankster. I am no longer
Yeah,
lost now.
yeah. Thank you for just. Thank you,
Thank you,
random
random
child,
citizen.
for. Thank you, child, for letting me know where I was supposed to go. So, uh, you continue and you're waiting to see if it happens again, and it doesn't. And you do this for a little bit longer than you did the walk. You do take breaks every so often when you go back out. And you get to like just early evening, the sun is setting kind of situation before you head back in and you pull the kayak up on the shore a little bit near the rocky edge of the. It's not that rocky, but like just like light rocks. You're able to walk off of it just fine, no tumbling, no mess. And you go back to the house. And you decide this time, instead of going back into the living room and continuing a new binge series of some sort, you decide to go to like, there's like a patio, like that's out. You can have like a fire kind of situation, like I forgot what it's called, but like just like you can put it on top of the deck. It's contained, so it's not like gonna spark everywhere kind of situation. And you decide to like have dinner out there, take in those fireflies you saw earlier, those lightning bugs, take in the skies, which no light pollution. So you see the nebulas, you see the stars, you see
So weird. I never
like
see
it's
those.
you never see them, and it is gorgeous. And you might have something that you're drinking. Maybe it might be wine, it might be a cocktail you made, it could just be water or anything like that. And it is peaceful. Nature's all around you. You hear it. What are you thinking while you're taking some?
Definitely drinking wine with like ice cubes in it. So it's like slightly watered down. Um, just right, just perfect. Um, I think for a while there is no thoughts whatsoever. Just very mindlessly existing in like a monotonous day to day, even though she's surrounded by the beauty of nature. She's not used to nature. She doesn't really care too much. Like she can appreciate it, but like it's not like, wow, I feel one with the universe right now. Nothing as, intense like that. It's just kind of like, I'm here. Now what? Like I think it's just every day has just been some new task, but it's all still felt monotonous. It's different and it's new and it's definitely helped a little bit, but it's one of those things like I think she's just staring up at the stars being like I don't feel like anything's changed.
It is helping in regards to like, yeah, you're getting some sleep, but you still wake up and you still go through something and you're still by yourself. It's still true what happened. There's no closure of who killed Marina because like it's kind of hard to find those people sometimes. Uh, you're going to be here for a little bit and then you're going to go back and then there's going to be people checking in on you and they're going to act like it didn't happen or they're just not talking about it because how do they even broach the situation? You just wish someone would talk to you about it. Anybody about the rough stuff, the hard topic. But no one will because what do they say? What do they say to you? And you know this. And this kind of I wouldn't say infuriates you, but like it kind of bubbles up naturally because you're left up to your own thoughts and concerned, worried, terrified of going back home to this, as well as, wow, this is really it. I'm by myself. And my friends get it, but they really don't. And maybe your parents understand. Maybe Belle, your friend that's watching your cat, and you're in Mr. is it like a Sir
We have a,
Mister,
yeah, Sir Mister is our turtle.
the turtle. Um, those are the closest people that may understand, but they haven't talked about it with you in a while.
And I think it's like she doesn't even want to talk about it with them because she knows it's such an uncomfortable feeling. I think she just feels like after, especially after like the baseline tragedy of it all happened and the normal grieving process, which she's still going through, but like um she doesn't expect anyone to act a certain way.
Yeah.
She's not expecting anyone to have gone through this as well. Like she wishes no one did, but like it's just the tiptoeing she doesn't like. There's just been tiptoeing for a while, and she's just like, guys, no, like it happened. Like we just have to deal with it now. Let's stop tiptoeing around it. Let's try to move on. But she's not actually moving on. She's lying to herself. But yeah, it's just I don't think she likes feeling the tiptoeing makes her feel more broken rather than starting to mend. It just reminds her that she's different now.
Yeah. You sit with us, and then you're like, you know what, I'm done. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go to bed, right? And you take
My
your
wine's too
glass.
watered down now.
It's too watered down. You let it melt. So it's now tasting like sad grape juice.
Ugh.
And you take that last sip, grimace. Then as you turn, you get that whiff again of magnolia. As you get ready to open the door, like sliding door, let's say, into the house.
And there's no magnolia trees around, right? Because I'm in
No.
the redwoods.
No. None.
Not at all. Should probably really go back to therapy. What is happening? Looking around again, just like make double sure there's no magnolia trees because it makes no sense.
You look out.
Even though she knows.
You turn. You look around slowly, like you're taking in space. Like let's say like there's like lights outside that you can flick on of like the outdoor patio as well as like the lights near the lake. Not all the way through the lake, but like enough where like you can see people approaching. You're looking slowly and you don't see anybody. You don't see any like magnolia trees. You don't know where that smell came from. Maybe it's the vase in the house, the wind blowing in out as you're opening it kind of thing. Maybe. Okay. Weird. I should go back to therapy. Definitely need to talk about this. And you walk in and you lock up. And you go back. Get ready for sleep again. Like you did before. You don't have a sweater this time. You just change out pants either, or like just take them off or change them out like for sweatpants, either way. And you dive into the bed, like you kind of face plant. And then there's this
Starfishing.
starfishing immediately face down into like between the two pillows in the middle. And you fade. And when you do fall forward, you get this weird sensation of falling and then falling further, like you're kind of doing like a weird flip effect a little bit. Like it didn't stop at the bed. But you take it as like maybe you're a little tipsy, even though it was watered down wine, like it still did its job.
It was a lot of watered down wine. It was like at least 3 glasses.
Yeah, you still got alcohol.
She's a lightweight.
Yeah. So you have that, so you think like maybe it's like just you're dizzy. You should have had some water before you went to bed, but you start fading. And magnolias come back into your sense as you do. And you dream of her again, Marina. And man, you just wish she was here. Things would be so much better if she was. You fade.
She'd know how to kayak so well.
She would know how to kayak so well. She'd be shouting if you need to go left or right from the shoreline because she wanted to make sure you did a good job. And then
Not
would be
some
there.
random child I never found.
Not some random child that you never were able to like verify if it was or not. And then she'd be at the shore waiting to hug you and like you did a good job even if you did a horrible job.
Thanks for lying to me.
Of
I love that about
course, you know, kind of situation. And you dream of that. You miss her. And you wake up again next day. And it's raining. today. Like it's light thunderstorm outside, like nothing to worry about, but like one of those things if you like that sort of thing, the smell, like the sound of rain. Um, and you didn't remember that being in the forecast. Like last time you checked, it was supposed to be like beautiful all week. Rain wasn't really planned anywhere. Like no one, not even like, oh, like there's gonna be like a heat wave before the rain comes in. Nothing like that. So you're like, you wake up and
Weatherman is a liar.
what's new? Truly, what's new? Weatherman's a liar. And you look around and you kind of like enjoying the like seeing the streaks of rain as it's coming down, the sound effect of rain hitting the window. And you get up and you're like, okay, so it's not an out day. It's a indoor relaxing kind of day. Maybe you'll read a book or like some, like Kindle on your phone, or if you bought books with you, or a podcast you'll listen to, or just some activity inside. And you get up and get ready and you go into the bathroom. Your makeup kit is out again. Same lipstick or same lip gloss, same eyeliner. This time, it doesn't look like you are the only one here. Like, it's not a solo person's items. There's other people's items, another person's items here.
Like, is it my like lip gloss again, or
It's your
is
lip
it
gloss that's
okay?
out, but like, it's also
I
like,
very much am aware I didn't do
you
this.
did not do this. You made it a point to put it away and everything. But there's also like another makeup kit, like on the floor next to, like kind of in between the sinks and the toilet kind of situation, like that area. And it looks like there was like someone used a towel to take a shower. It looks like there's just other toiletries of another person.
What the
And
fuck?
they're very familiar toiletries. I'm gonna be really honest. Like you didn't use that type of shampoo. But Marina used that type of shampoo.
Yeah, does this shit smell like magnolias?
Some of them look like our magnolia scented things, yes. Some are like vanilla, like the generic style, but you don't use some of these things.
I think Haruka will gaslight herself for a couple seconds, being like, "Did I pack her stuff? Like, did I bring it with me? Like, no, I put it in boxes. Like, or I had to throw it away because it expired. You know, um,
They're
definitely
brand new
didn't do
too.
that.
Like they're not like expired ones, like travel size ones that you get from Target or something. They look like they just got bought, like on like a shopping trip at Target or something like that.
Just got pinch yourself real quick, being like, "Am I? It's still in dreamland? Am I? You be sleeping?"
It's instincts like a pinch would.
Mm. Think she's gonna start like I think a nervous fidget she has is playing with the ring
You
on the
realize the
chain on
ring's
her
not
neck.
there.
What?
You lift your hand to do that, your left hand to like feel for it, it's not there, but you do notice that it's on your hand, on your ring finger.
That's that didn't do that.
And it was a little too big before. So it's perfectly sized correctly to your finger.
I didn't resize it. I just put it on a chain and went on with my life. What is happening? Because I think it's not like a I'm frightened there's a serial killer in my house. It's too particular. Um like if that makes sense, like a serial killer wouldn't do this. This is too much work for a serial killer. That's literally I think her logic of like that's just entirely too much effort. They had to buy all these toiletries, you know, if they did that and resize a ring to my finger. Um I think she's gonna keep the ring on, but like definitely like spin it, like fidget with it, being like, what is happening? I think she's gonna then run to the kitchen to see if anyone's in the kitchen.
You get to the top of the stairs where you're gonna use the ladder stairs, like those weird, like kind of stairs, and you smell that breakfast again being made, and it stays as you slowly walk down, and you hear the living room TV on. You know, like you left it on, but someone's cycling through the stations.
Did I die? Just gonna go down the stairs.
And you go down the stairs and you look like you did over the right railing to see if the kitchen has been used, and it is. It has been used. You see like pancakes, waffles. You see with blueberries in them. You see bacon, eggs. Someone made coffee. Still kind of messy, but like they started to like whoever did this started to like clean up and push stuff into like one of the sinks to get like, and there's another sink for washing kind of situation. And then you look over to the left and you look into the living room and you see someone is sitting in the couch flicking through your channels, and there is strawberry blonde hair put into like a French braid that's going off the back of the couch. One arm's up over the back of the couch as like someone's clicking through.
I think at that she's gonna like sprint down to the living room.
Okay. And then like the person like stops and they're like, "Oh, you're awake. How are you, Flower? You slept well?" And then they look over the back to look at you and they see you. They smile and you see freckles over the nose and the cheeks. You see green eyes that like look really happy to see you and then concerned, like, "Good morning."
No.
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 I don't know what to say to that, Flower. And then they get up slowly. Like they put the remote down, they stand up. She stands up.
It's just hitting my arm like, no.
Hey, what are you doing? Stop it. Like goes around the couch to you. She grips your hands. They feel very real.
Do I? Yeah. Okay. So do they feel real?
Very.
Okay, that's great.
Grab your hands, thumbs over the knuckles. You good? Did you have a bit of a nightmare or something? Like, breakfast is ready, and coffee, and everything.
This is a cruel joke.
What?
This isn't. What is happening right now?
What do you mean?
What day is it today? Do you know?
It's August 22nd, 2024.
Oh, okay.
We are on a vacation with each other?
Yeah, we're not supposed to have these anymore.
What do you mean we're not supposed to have these anymore? Why are we... My fiance I get to take out on vacation.
No, because I never got to be that.
What are you talking about? Yeah, we did. I remember that you threw yourself very hard into my face as soon as I tried to propose to you. You nearly broke my nose. Best day of my life. Honestly.
I wish I could have been there, but that didn't happen.
How about this? Like wraps an arm around your shoulders and leads you to like the island and sits you down, does like the whole wait there, makes a plate for you, gets some water, makes a cup of coffee for you, the way you like, which I'm assuming is, and this is a big assumption, very sugary and very creamy.
Oh yeah, no,
okay.
like the furthest thing from black straight coffee you can get. Like, so, absolutely not. If it looks slightly dark in there, it's not. She's not.
No, we need
it
like
needs to
really
have so
soft,
much milk and sugar.
Yeah, so much milk and sugar. is wearing like a tank top, like not a loose sweater, but like a sweater, and leggings with pockets and socks, fuzzy socks,
Pockets.
and pockets, and it's like a deep purple, like fuzzy socks. Like if you walk on very polished floor, she's sliding, she's falling, she's like she's gone kind of situation. So she's carefully walking over with everything.
It's like if you have indoor Heelys, that's not. It's
Hmm.
just your option for indoor Heelys. Um, does the breakfast in front of me, like what she's prepared in front of me, does it? It's all like real, right? Like it
Everything's real.
smells real. Okay.
You kind of experimentally like poke it with your
Yeah.
fork. You sip the coffee. It's fucking divine. You're just like, okay. And then you look to the front where like your shoes were, like keys to the house, like this house was, and there's two sets of shoes. Her boots, like her knee highs, stuff like that. Her coat, like her sweater, your coat, your sweater, stuff like that is there as if you both came in and like you had a vacation in a lake house.
Gonna eat a waffle so slowly.
She's staring at you like, and she's starting to like go from like yeah like you're okay, you know, kind of laughing to like nervous and full worried. What's wrong?
So I don't think this is real.
What what do you mean? Of course it is. I understand like the whole like life is just going so well and stuff like
It's not.
it's been nothing but net really like for a year. So
No, it hasn't.
what do you mean?
It's been so bad.
What's been bad? Like I don't, did I do
Can
something?
you? No. I gotta. I'm so sorry to like throw a test at you, but can you tell me something that only you know about me?
Uh, we you did this thing in your old house when we were growing up. Uh, you were just kind of got lost in it, and you carved into the floor in the living room your initials underneath the rug next to the coffee table, and then you realized because you lost it, like just you're in lost in it, and you realize if your dad sees this, he's going to scream. So you made a whole point to cover it up, and for years he didn't know that it was there. Haruka was here, but by the time he did notice you were in college, and he was exasperated, like, you little shit. But with love, not anger. He's like, I didn't even have the chance to be mad at you. There's nothing I could do now because I didn't even notice. And she's like recounting the memory with fondness, like this like soft
You know, like
smiles on her face.
try to like look at a clock to get like the date to see if it was like the next substantial like let's say yesterday was like the 20th. Is today the 21st?
Today's the 22nd. Yesterday was the 21st. So yeah, same date, same time it's supposed to be, but very different, obviously. Are you okay? And she like reaches forward and like pushes hair out of your face, and then she like double does a double take. Like, why are you wearing braids? Usually, like put your hair in like a bun or something. I mean, I'm not gonna say no, but I could do a better braid for you if you want me to.
I did it because you're gone.
No, I'm not. Right here.
This is. I think I've lost it. I think I've officially lost it. I think the grief
What
is
do
finally
you?
like
What are you
boiled
talking?
over,
What are you
and
talking
I've
about?
lost my
Great. Like,
mind.
hold on. Like, puts like brings both of her hands up to cup your face and like looks like you in the eyes. I'm right here. What are you talking about? Grief. Right here.
I think that Haruko just like melts a little, but does back up.
There's a like a little bit of hurt in the face.
this is nice, but this isn't real. This can't be real. I think I've had a mental break. This is not. This is you died.
What do you mean?
This ring on my finger. I found it in a wrecked car a year ago. This isn't. I wore it on this chain. It's like the chain's still there around my neck. It's just empty. Mm-hmm. I did wear it on a chain. It's gone. Now, did I? You died. It was like a funeral. Everything. Our house is empty.
She like thinks. When I proposed to you, it was raining and I almost got into a car accident. I spun out a lot. You remember that? And I hope, never mind. I spun out and I got launched to the side of the road and I was a little late for our date. But
that's an alternate. I think I have. You know how we watch those shows together where there's like an alternate reality or like a different dimension. I feel like I have been put into one where I'm actually allowed to be happy. Because this isn't what my reality is. That didn't happen. You didn't spin out and get back to me. You spun out and I never saw you again.
There's like a haunting look that crosses her eyes and like she lifts her hands. Okay. All right. What I've been through has been nothing but good times with you after. It's been like a fucking fairy tale, to be honest. Pardon my French.
That sounds wonderful. But I don't know what to do.
Well, maybe, like she's just like handing like her hair and
what
like.
Now?
I don't like. Let me be clear. I don't think that you had a mental break. We just got here not that long ago, and we had a wonderful time this entire time. You went kayaking yesterday, and like I was trying to teach you how to move, and before I made breakfast for you, we skipped breakfast yesterday, and you just only had coffee, and I got irritated with you because like you should eat, please. We were out in the patio yesterday. We talked for hours. Like, you don't remember that?
I heard a voice tell me to go left.
Yes, because you were going the other way, and you kept on going the other way.
Oh God, what is happening? Just gonna sit down on the couch.
Okay. Did you want me to stay with you? Did you need a moment? I can go into town or something and get something. It's like 30-minute drive or something like that, and I can get.
I don't want you to leave again.
Okay. And she follows you to the couch, kind of cautiously, and.
But you did leave. This is so confusing.
She makes up something in her mind as she stares at you for a little bit, nods to herself like, yes, I'm going to make this decision, and walks over to you, sits next to you, and then like pulls you into a hug, a side hug, in, I'm here, I'm not going to go anywhere. What if this was like just a really, really bad dream or something?
It was then the worst dream imaginable.
But you don't remember. That was a year ago. We were still planning the wedding. Do you not remember planning the wedding? Or planning our wedding? We're not
Married
married yet,
now?
not yet. No,
Oh
we're
God.
planning because we're trying to save up and stuff. But
No, I remember having to plan your funeral.
oh God. No.
Those are the memories I have.
So you don't remember being picky about what venue we're going with, or the type of flowers you want?
I remember being picky about what type of flowers to have at your service.
What did you go with?
Magnolias.
I appreciate that. I was gonna have I'm trying to figure out if I want to wear a dress or a suit. So I wasn't sure of like you can make magnolias into a boutonniere, but a magnolia bouquet seems weird. I don't know if they can do it, but we're trying to like figure it out. I mean, we're talking about that, and then like we can't settle on the palette, either. But like we love the colors. We can't have the rainbow. You know, we could have the rainbow if we wanted to, if
It
that's what you
took us
want.
too long to realize we were gay anyway. And I'm gonna
Yeah.
turn and see, like on the table when I came in, there was just a vase of magnolias, like a flower vase full of magnolias that I didn't put there. Like, but when I got to the cabin, they were there. Are they still there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just like trying to point out things that like are the same rather than what's different.
This actually roll for me for this one.
Oh, okay,
And I
okay,
would say
okay.
that
Six.
this is tense, but you got a six, so it doesn't matter. So you fully pass, and it's the same vase, like the same type of vase styles. Like it looks like it was still in the like. This is the one thing at the very least outside of the house itself that is kind of the same from that memory.
And like her talking about how I made breakfast the other day, like I recall like the smells and like talking the other day again, the smell. Just like it matches up in terms of like here's what we did, but like I recall her not being there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. uh, yeah, love, that sounds great. And that's I maybe this is some weird interdimensional reality that's happening to me right now. Um, and as much as I would love to dive into this and pretend this is real for me, I I was supposed to come to this cabin to try to be okay. And this is great, but I think I was supposed to move on, not get you back out of nowhere.
There's nothing but hurt. There is like concern too. Like there's a lot of concern for you, and she's still holding you, and she reaches for your face again to kind of like rub your cheek with like because she's holding the side of your face and like looking between your eyes. Did you want me to go somewhere else in the house? Like I'm not gonna leave. Just need a moment.
I I don't know what I need anymore because for the longest time it's been you, but now you're here and you're not supposed to be. And this is what I want. It's what I've always wanted,
Then stay with me. Be here with me.
but I don't want to get you and then lose you again.
If you really
That was
planned,
real to me.
if this really
What
happened
happened
for
was
you,
real.
all due respect, Haru, Flower, you've been here with me this entire time. I don't think I'm going anywhere anytime soon.
Is there any way my brain could rest be like, yeah, that whole year of hell was just actually in real life nightmare and this is reality? Like where do we think like in the mental battle that Haruka's going through, which thought would be like would I have to roll to like which thought is winning out? Maybe?
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
If to be honest, if you where like, I know it's real, this isn't. If you do this and you kind of like try to prove it more, uh, that will increase your hope. But you are desperately trying to hold on to the truth, not the truth that's in front of you right now. So that's either tense or desperate.
Okay. Okay.
Whatever you're feeling more of.
I think tense.
Okay. Did you want to use a scar, a backstory of some sort to help you and build a pool?
Yeah, I think I'll use a scar. And using a scar adds a die, right? So I roll 2d6 rather than 1d6.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just reconfirming that for myself. I think the tense of it is it's not. If I was desperately trying to hold on to this and prove this was real again, then I would have rolled desperate. But I think that the tenseness of it is tense because the love of my life is right in front of me telling me like, no, this is real. We're real. I'm here. But there is the grief is still so fresh in a way. But not at the same time for Haruka. Like she's been through the steps. She's done all of that. She knows that happened. Like those feelings are still so very strong. So it's tense because like it's fighting her desire for this to be real. And I think the scar would be recalling back to the planning of the funeral. You know, of all the details that had to go into that, to the costs and the work that it takes to be dead. Like having to call people, having to inform people, having to go through the logistics of getting like a death certificate and then using that to like cancel credit cards and phones and all the life things that just that still exist after you die. Just someone else has to take care of it now. And so just like that process, that entire painstaking, grueling process of life after death, not in the metaphysical, but in the reality for everyone else around it. I think that's what she calls back on to be like, well, no, this is not.
So we'll add this element of funeral planning. So you remember that was a long, torturous process while
Took like a
grieving
month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you roll 2 dice.
I rolled a 5 and a 6.
Awesome. So you get the higher. It's a 6. You're good.
Yeah.
And you look at Marina, who is looking desperately for you to understand that like she is here. And you close your eyes and you pull out of her arms. You get her hand, you take it and you put it down. And you stand up. Even though that hug, the smell of her is so warm, inviting, and there. And you see like her frown, like heartbroken a little bit, but not giving up or anything like that. Just more like, I don't know, like, I don't know what's going on, like, is her face, to be honest. But there's a little bit of hurt, there's a little bit of, but I'm here, how do I prove it kind of situation. And you just distance yourself. What do you say? And I'm gonna give you hope 1. Like your hope goes up.
Oh, yay. I think she just stands up, takes a deep breath, and just goes, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I have so much I'm sorry for. And maybe this is real for you, but it's not for me anymore. Not saying that I don't love you, because I will always love you. That will never change. That's forever.
Okay.
Whatever this isn't. It's nice, but it's not real. And I know it's real to you, but it hasn't been my reality for a whole year. I woke up yesterday and felt a cold bed. And that has been my day to day for over a year.
Okay.
So that's not something that I can remove. That's not, I can't put that away and pretend everything's okay.
Okay.
This ring on my finger was supposed to be on a chain on my neck, and it has been for a year. This feels foreign. I wish it didn't. I wish this ring felt at home on my hand. It just feels like a rock.
Okay. It's raining outside. I will.
This isn't happening. This isn't happening.
It's Haruka. It's fine. Okay. I'm processing what you're saying. I'm not gonna lie, this stings a little bit. But if you've been through what you're saying, your hell, this sounds like hell. Then I'm gonna give you a moment. Okay?
Okay. Yes.
I'll I don't know, go in another room or something for a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Don't say sorry to me. Love you. And she drops her head, stands up, wipes her hands on her her leggings, like her hands are sweaty. Gets ready to go up the stairs and stops, kind of like spins around, slips a little bit because of her socks, goes and gets her cup of coffee, which is just like black but with sugar kind of situation. That's how she takes it.
She's
And
the
then
worst.
and walks up carefully to the other rooms, one of the other rooms like nearby on the second level, not the loft. And you're left by yourself. And as you're taking this in, and nothing's changing, nothing's going away, like her coat, sweater, her boots, breakfast, the magnolia vase is still there. You sit, and then suddenly you feel colds in your feet, like up to your ankles, like from your feet up to your ankles. It feels suddenly very cold for a split second, and you look down. It's just you're expecting maybe like, oh hey, like a low draft at the floor kind of situation or something like that, and you're like, no, like you look down and you're like, what? And then the feeling goes away.
Was it like a wet cold?
Mm-hmm.
Are my socks dry?
You reach up and you like touch your socks to see if it was wet. Nope, it's dry. It feels exactly like as if like you got into your tub and it was like filled up halfway with cold water and then you just like stood in it, kind of
I'm
situation.
just
For like,
imagining someone posing in a tub.
Yeah.
Hold on, their assets are loading.
So you're like, no, like that's what it felt like. Like you could feel the feeling of like cold water between your toes, your socks kind of like suctioning to your feet, kind of situation. But that's not what it looks like. That's what it feels like.
What is happening right now?
It goes away. And I'm gonna say we are gonna take a break here, as you're like looking around, like what's going on. That cold feeling is gone. It was there for a split second. My fiance was not my fiance. We didn't even get there yet.
My dead girlfriend, wife,
your Dale
person.
Yeah, just walked up the stairs, heartbroken at your words. We will be back, everybody. Don't go anywhere.
Yikes.
Hi, everybody, and we are back. Some stuff is going on. Big question mark of what. Um, Haruka has lost her childhood friend turned lover and came to this lake house to try to cope, to like figure out what to do, to like what are they what are who are they now? Like what is going on kind of situation. But a few days in, things seem to change. Marina is here who's supposed to not be here, who died a year ago. The ring that's around her neck is now on her finger and it fits perfectly. And discussions about, hey, we're planning a wedding, and like we wanted to go on a vacation and just kind of like decompress and stuff. The reasoning is different, but the place is the same. So it's kind of big question mark of what's going on. But what's very real right now is that Marina is hurt. Uh, you are hurt by proxy because this is kind of a slap to the face a little bit. Um, but also, like, what if this is real? What if it's not real? If it's not real, what's happening? You don't know. You come back to Marina walking up the stairs, head down with their cup of coffee to another room, not the one that apparently all been sharing, which has been the loft. Um, and you hear the door close. Not slammed, just kind of like that weird, timid, sad, slow click.
Yeah, it's like the little click of the door.
Hmm. And you are left in the living room area by yourself.
And my feet felt wet.
And your feet felt wet, yes.
And now they're not, but they're not wet. What is wet? I think Haruka's just gonna pace for like at least a minute. Like just pacing around the room, like mulling around in her head, like what the fucking the board with the red strings.
Hmm.
Very much kind of doing that right now of like, but that doesn't, but like, what, how did, but she died and now she, marriage? What? I don't like, just like muttering out, just like phrases, like no complete sentences of her thoughts, just like loose and free confusion. Um, I think she's gonna pause again and like try to soak in her surroundings. Like, okay, this is what I need to ground. And so she's gonna try to ground herself. She's gonna notice things around her. She's gonna I'm in therapy. She's going to center her breathing, feel something around her, focus on her feet solidly on the ground. Just doing, making herself less anxious by grounding herself.
Okay, cool.
Um,
You're tense, I would say.
yes.
So roll for me if there's anything you want to like add here. Like if you want to push yourself, I don't think you would in this situation because you're trying to like calm down and trying to kind of
Yeah.
bring yourself back to uneasy. If you want to bring in a scar, you can. Um,
So I'm gonna refrain from revealing a scar right now because therapy. I don't know.
yeah, one
And I'm
dice.
I'm gonna I'm gonna we're just gonna. Well, if I'm rolling tens, is it two dice or is it just the one?
Just one.
Still, okay. Which dice do I want to use? Which dice hasn't betrayed me yet? This one has. This one has not.
Amazing. So
Dice loves me.
so you're like, okay, take a deep breath. And just you pace a little bit behind the couch, kind of in that in between of the hallway and the living room, and you hear the background of the TV playing, like low volume, and you hear the rain hitting the side of the house and the windows outside, and those things. You're breathing. Background soundtrack of you're here. This is okay. So it brings you back down, and then you take a moment to look around, and you're trying to look for anything that might be curious, anything that's weird or anything like that. So you slowly take it in. The kitchen looks exactly the same as it did outside of, you know, cooking being done. You see that there's two wine glasses on the coffee table in front of the TV and in front of the couch. Not comforters, covers or two blankets are there for when the nights get cold. Um, and you see her uh, her shoes, her stuff at the door, yours at the door. You can see through the glass, through the rain, you can see the lake, and you notice that the lake looks a little odd, but it could be because it's raining outside, so it might be like increasing and flooding kind of situation. But the skies are gray, but there's like this weird luminescent quality to it for a moment. Um, uh, think of like Aurora Borealis kind of dancing across the lake.
The outside is just being like a little weird.
It's a little weird. That first of all, even if that is an effect of anything, not when it's raining like this, not when there's like no light to catch it to make it do that. Um,
Nature
and
says that's not supposed to happen.
nature says that's not a thing that happens. Period. And you see it kind of dance over the lake, and then it goes away. Then you get a stare for a while. You walk over, you're looking through let's say like the front door is like a glass door kind of situation. In the center panel, and then it happens just like for a second again, and then it goes away. And you just wait and you just wait to see if it's gonna happen, and it doesn't. The rain keeps pouring.
What is going on? I think she's gonna start fidgeting with the ring on her finger because she wasn't lying. Like it doesn't. I don't think to Haruka like it's after like you wear something for a while you can almost feel it when it's not there, and if you like get something new and start wearing it, you notice it a lot. So she notices, I think, like the ring on her finger. Like it doesn't. Like correct me if I'm wrong here. Like and like it for some reason does feel comfortable there and like it's supposed to be there.
Hmm.
Like it does.
It does look like it's supposed to be there. Like you look down and you see like tan lines from how long you've been wearing it. Like you've been
But
wearing
does
it
it
for.
does like it like visually looks that way, but like physically to her, does it feel normal?
Roll for me.
Okay.
And if you
Okay.
roll and you succeed, that's a hope.
I love this dice. That's another
All
success.
right.
I
Well,
swear they're not rated.
all right. So I'm gonna say you're uneasy here. You're not tense because like you calmed yourself down.
No.
No, it doesn't feel like it's supposed to be there. Like maybe that goes back to like, hey, I remember everything I went through, even though this is everything I've ever wanted, or I believe I wanted during the time kind of situation. This doesn't feel like it's mine, even if everything looks the same, even though it looks like I've worn this for a while because like it's, like tan lines are there, like it's been perfectly fit so that it could be on your finger. Um, but it just doesn't connect for you. Yeah,
And
your
I
hope
keep
is now
fidgeting with
two.
it.
Your hope is
Oh,
now.
let's go. I'm so hopeful, even though everything around me kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Um, I think she's just gonna, what I'm gonna do?
Hmm.
Does she have do I have a rain jacket?
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a rain jacket and just like announce to the house, I'm going for a walk.
Uh, you do like say it loud enough that like
Yeah,
you
so
believe.
like it's for someone to like hear.
You hear the door open after a few seconds of after you say that, and you grab your raincoat. You see her face peer over the edge of the stairs, and she looks down at you, worried. Is that the? Are you gonna be okay out there?
Probably.
Like makes a face at you, like, come on. I don't. I mean, yes, you can go for a walk, obviously, but like it's raining, you're not feeling 100%. Do you think that's a good idea? Like I can come with you. I'll walk from a
No.
distance or something like that.
How about this? If I'm not back in 30 minutes,
Okay.
then
I'll
do
set a
something.
timer. uh
Okay.
okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Um
I will also set a timer,
okay.
which is the quick walk.
Okay.
I
And
love
you
you.
both stare at each other, her at the top of the stairs, you at the bottom of the stairs as you put on your rain
Just so
jacket.
awkward. Just like, you're supposed to be dead.
And then just like the sad smile of like, I'm here kind of situation back down at you.
Two different vibes of like pure like confusion and panic and like, I love you, but I don't know what's happening.
You're like, okay. Takes out the phone. You can see her like like hear her putting in the number for timer. All right. Okay. I'll see you in some way, either 30 minutes or so. Okay.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you too. It's like it like struggles to say that because it's not
Sad
something she's
smile because
vocally
you did
said.
mean it. You did hesitate, but you did mean it, and like there's like a really sad smile. They nod, and then she goes back into the room.
This sucks. And then she's gonna walk outside.
You walk outside, and the rain is calming out there. It's not like harsh winds or anything like that.
No.
Luckily. What are you doing now that like you pulled the hood up? Is this like what kind of is it like a black raincoat? Is it a yellow raincoat? Or like what is this?
I think it's like a light blue
Oh, that's cute.
pastel. Like it's cutesy.
All right,
Like
so
it's like she might be depressed, but she's still like a lot of her clothing was still cutesy. Like she didn't go into mourning in terms of like I'm buying all black, you know? Like her wardrobe stayed the same. Like she's not rich. She's not buying a whole new wardrobe just to be sad, you know? I mean,
mhm.
she would, but like it's she still follows so like her base aesthetic, which is just cute. Um and yeah, I think she's gonna walk to the lake
Okay.
just because it looked weird, you know, and her mind's kind of racing. It's everywhere, and so I think she's gonna try to find something to focus on. And when she was trying to ground herself earlier, like she did notice that the lake and sky were doing something weird. So as much as what's going on in her life right now makes no sense, she's gonna try to find something to focus on that isn't whatever the hell that is for 2 seconds and be like, okay, what's going on with the nature? I'm from
Okay.
the city. What is this?
So you go. How are you doing? Is you like walking up to the edge? Are you going on the pier? Like what?
I
How
think
are
on
you?
the pier.
Okay. So you walk up to the pier, um, and you like look for something to focus on. Probably the center of the lake, or like the other end of the lake, something like straight ahead of you, just to
Hmm.
see if anything happens. Like just kind of like searching for an odd occurrence to focus on. I need you to roll. I'm trying
Yeah.
to figure out if you're uneasy or tense doing this because, like, yes, you calmed yourself down, but like,
Maybe uneasy.
so you're still the
I
lowest.
think, yeah, because I think she was more tense in the house, but like getting out of the house,
Yeah, and also the
you
rain can
know?
be calming. Yeah,
Yeah.
again, the lake's still calming even if like things are weird. So yeah, roll for me.
Okay. No.
What is
I
it?
rolled a 3.
Oh, all right, your dread is increased to 3. Nothing bad happens outside of my dread going up.
Hmm.
Essentially, you don't have to worry about that. That is my stat that I worry about when things get a certain way.
This is for me.
This is for me. You're looking out and you're just waiting for something to happen. Anything to give you like
Dear God, please.
something to prove like something's wrong. Like anything besides that weird, like like aurora borealis of the lake for a
Yeah.
second in the rain. And you just wait and you just wait and nothing happens.
So I can try a different approach
What's the
under
different approach now?
uneasy.
Yeah.
I think leaving the pier, I think recalling back, recollecting back to how her feet felt cold earlier. I think she's gonna go to the edge of the lake and take her shoes and socks off. She's not a heathen, and like step in the lake and just look around like, okay,
So you're trying to recreate that
nature.
feeling
Yeah,
of,
recreate that
okay.
feeling that she got earlier.
All right. That's technically, that is a different method. I will say that. Trying to see if
She's going into the lake this time. She's
you're
not
going
just
into,
looking at it.
I think that's tense. I'm going to be
Okay.
really honest. Like, because you're putting yourself in a situation where you're not sure what this is.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. So roll a die unless you want to roll something. What's wrong?
I'm trying to think about like if I could reveal a scar to help out here, but I don't think I could have a scar of like standing in a lake. So
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, no, I don't know if anything would.
yeah, I think it's just a
Okay.
straight roll.
All right, straight roll. Okay. Mm.
I got a 4.
Okay.
So that's a
My dread's
lesser
it's a
version.
lesser version. You still kind of succeed in something happening. My dread goes up to 4, and I'm going to use it all immediately to give you 1 despair.
Oh, sick.
Mm-hmm. It's good stuff. So you do that. You take it up. You take off your your shoes, your socks, because you don't want to get them wet. You go up to where you think that feeling was, and then you just wait. You're just looking around. And then you blink, and you're back to kind of like, oh, how it was before the day before, where like the sun was out and beautiful day. Like there was no rain. You don't feel wet from rain or anything like that. You're not wearing a coat. And you look around for a moment and you're like, okay, okay, it was wet. It was raining. I did just see my dead uh, girlfriend, apparently fiance. What the fuck? And then you take a step in what direction? You want to go further in, or are you trying to go out? Or are you staying there?
I think she's staying there. Is it sunny now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think she moves at all. I think she just is stuck, like she's grounded, you
Okay.
know. Not grounded in the good fun, yeah, I'm grounding my anxiety. It's just in the I don't think she moves quite yet because it's like the confusion like rocks her. Of
Yeah.
like, did I just like enter another reality again? Like, where's the rain?
Okay.
What is happening?
Roll again.
Um, oh
You are
God.
now tense officially. Because this is
Officially
weird.
tense.
Officially just tense.
So 2.
Did you want to push it? If you do, you get an extra dice.
Like push it into desperate.
Hmm. It's just higher risk, higher reward. If you win, you win. If you don't, you don't. Kind of
All
situation.
right, yeah, I'll push it into
All right. So
desperate.
before you roll
Desperately
it,
trying to figure it out. Yeah.
before you roll a dice. Tell me what the result is. Whatever that result is
6,
divided by 2, you increase your
3.
anxiety by that amount.
So this is what I didn't want to roll a 6.
No, you do not want a higher skull for this.
Cool,
But you
because I rolled a
but
6.
increase it by 3. So luckily you did push uneasy to tense, because then it would have been you just increase it by 6, period. So like
Yeah.
you are already desperate. You don't need to be like there's a cap to your desperation here, so it's half.
It's like, yeah, your anxiety's not that high. It's now up to 5.
Okay.
So
So now you have 2 dice you can roll.
6.
So you got a 6. All right, cool.
And I got a 6 and a 2.
So you succeed, but my dread goes up by 1. So even when you succeed, I win. In some way, like it's I still have to like wait for something
I'm
bad to
the
happen.
winner.
I'm the winner, kinda. You like What were you trying to do? Are you just like trying to stand there and see if anything else happened? Oh, I know why I
I'm just,
did it. I was gonna do something
yeah.
to
I was like,
you.
I don't
You
know.
succeed, but you succeeded, so it's not that bad.
Okay.
So you stand there and you wait, and you realize even if you wanted to move in this moment where you are, wherever you are, you can't. But because you succeeded, you try, you try, and there's a desperation to like move your feet, and then you do, and you move your feet back one step. You kind of tumble backwards. You like land on the soft like sediment and rock part. So there might be like a little pinch from a rock a little bit, but you tumble backward and you land on your butt. Um, and you blink and you're back where you were, where it's raining. You're in your coat. Your feet are bare, and you hear your phone going off. Your timer of 30 minutes.
It's been like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's been 5 minutes. It feels exactly like it has not been more than 10 at the very least. It has not been 30 minutes. And then you hear behind you, Flower? Are you okay? You feel shuffling
No.
downstairs, door closed, and you hear someone like trying to get to you because of concern. If you turn or look up from where you have landed, you can see like backwards, like upside down. You see Marina rushing to your help, essentially. Hey, what are you doing? As she gets to you and like helps you up
I'm going for a swim.
in the rain.
No, I'm not going for a swim. I just some hmm.
Talk to me, come on.
See, the past year talking to you, no one's talked back, so this is just different. Um, I don't I don't think I'm supposed to be here.
You're concerning me.
Yeah, I'm concerned too.
Can you just put your shoes back on? What,
My
like, did you want to
my
stay out here? We
my
could talk in the rain. I don't mind
my
that.
feet are wet,
I
so
can see that.
I'm just gonna I just
What
like
were you
put
trying to
my
do? Why? I thought you were going for a walk, not standing in the lake.
I mean, I never said what I was gonna do on
You
the
did say
walk.
you were gonna. Oh, but that wasn't a walk. Haru.
That I did walk
For
over
two
here.
steps, and then you just stood there. And I watched you, okay, through the window, and that freaked me the fuck out, okay? Like, you're
I just
freaking me
stood
out.
here.
Hmm? You just stood
I
here for 30 minutes.
have apparently have a lot of thoughts.
Can we go inside, please?
Yeah.
Do I need to call your mom or your dad or something?
No, 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 no. I don't need to bother them.
Hmm.
Um,
Maybe you do better if you talk to someone about it, not me. And they could tell you, like,
okay.
this is real.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
maybe that might
I'll
help. Like, I don't
I'll
know.
call I'll call Belle.
Yeah. Call
Yeah.
Bell. Um, are you doing that outside? Are you going to follow?
Oh, I'm going inside. I don't want
Okay.
to get my phone wet.
Yeah. Marina like moves out of the way so you can go up first, and then like,
Just holding
uh,
my shoes because they're wet. I
hold.
don't want to put
Yeah.
my wet
Like,
feet in them. Everything's just wet.
yeah. And then just like the absolute concern on their face or on her face as you walk in, close the door. She rushes to get towels. For you because you have been even if you have been like protected mostly by the rain, you're still wet. Like the front of your hair is wet. part of your outfit
I'm just
is.
wet.
Um,
Can I take the call in private
yes, you.
if that's possible? I'm sorry.
mm, Okay. Yeah.
Haruka feels like shit.
They look like shit. They do not feel. She does not feel great. She is just like.
Feels like shit. Looks like shit. Is the shit? We don't know yet.
Just for flavor. Her eyes are a little red. Because she just watched her fiance stand in a lake for 30 minutes, and she had to wait for 30 minutes until her alarm went off to come get you. And she
Listen,
thinks that it's
sometimes
some.
a girl just needs to stand in a lake for 30 minutes, you know?
Sure. So, where are you taking the call? You're walking past Marina, who's just looking at you, so
Um,
confused.
I'm
And are
just
you?
gonna go into one of the side rooms and be like,
Yeah.
I'll be 5 minutes and
Okay.
maybe you could or maybe more than 5 minutes. Here, hold on, and I'm gonna go put on like a movie on the TV.
Do you think I'm a
It's
toddler? Like she like looks
no,
at you.
no, but like it's no, it's just it's a distraction. Look, it's Josh Hutcherson. I just put on the Hunger Games. I just,
Like her arms cross over her shoulder, but then her eyes side up, like she side eyes the TV as if she's kind of interested.
oh look, they're singing the Mockingjay. So I'm gonna go.
She just looks at you, raises an eyebrow, sighs, and goes into the living room. As like you go into the side, one of the side rooms on the first floor.
Wow, what a banger movie, am I right, guys? And
So,
I'm gonna call Belle.
all right. You call Belle. I want you to roll for me. Is
Am I
this tense or desperate?
I think it's tense
Okay.
because I don't think it's like she's desperately trying to figure things out. I think it's tense because she doesn't know how the call is gonna go and she's anxious to like what information she's gonna glean from this.
Mm-hmm.
Um
Roll for me.
6.
You call, and it rings, and it rings, and it clicks as if someone's picked it up. Hey, Haruka, how you doing?
Um,
How's your vacation?
my vacation, right?
Y-
Just
yeah, you, you're, you went on vacation? Yeah.
just me.
Yes.
No one
You're
else came with me.
no, no one came with you. Um, yeah,
But
I'm
I
watching like 𝒅𝒆𝒆 right now, and Philip for you, and
yeah.
are you okay?
Um do you Do you know how you've been trying for the past year to get me to talk more and I haven't because I'm a mess?
Yeah, but we don't talk about it because you're grieving right now, and grief sucks.
Yeah, I think my brain broke.
What do you mean your brain broke?
If you you know how we watch movies together and stuff and like some wild things happen in them and sometimes they're unexplained and it's kind of creepy like a little bit and
Don't
then
tell me you seeing ghosts or some shit like that.
I think I'm seeing ghosts.
There's a dead silence on the like.
Like no, but
Oh,
like
I
I
was
think
I was kidding.
yeah,
What?
I wish I was. It's not like even like a ghost. It's like I am in a different reality, and I say that like super quiet. I'm trying to like be quiet. Like I like
A
step away further from the
super
door.
different reality.
It's just reality. Belle, something's.
Are you okay? Maybe you had. Did
You
you hit
told
your head
me.
or something?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm bad at fishing, but like I didn't hit my head.
Did you actually go fishing?
It was a mistake. I was just trying new things.
Okay.
But no, because I had to call and ask if are we so sure that this is a solo trip and I've not lost my mind. Okay, because
why are you not by yourself?
Not anymore.
What do you mean? Did you pick someone up?
Well, someone arrived for sure. When I got here, everything was just really tranquil and weird and kind of odd, but you know, I'm a city girl and I'm in the redwoods, so it's just different, and I just chalked it up to being different. But then I started to smell magnolias, and there was magnolias, and then I smelled the breakfast she used to make, and then I heard a voice when I was lost kayaking, and now she's here and she's saying she never died. And then can I feel for the chain on my neck? Is it back or is it still gone?
It's still gone.
The ring's still on my finger?
It's still on your finger.
Okay. And it's like she never left and none of it happened. There's a ring on my finger, Belle.
There's like a moment of silence as she's taking in, because she's listening to you. Like you hear her listen. Okay.
So I just need to know whether I've lost it or not.
You say that she's there with you right now?
I put on Hunger Games for her in the living room like she was a 5-year-old because I didn't know what to do.
She like couldn't, she sputters laugh because that's the last thing she thought you were gonna say. Like, what? Okay.
I don't wanna
prove it.
I'm scared.
Prove it right now. Like, cause this is trippy. This is weird. Even for you.
Is there anything in the room? Like I don't think so, because like this was like a guest room, but like she was in this. Yeah, she was in here earlier, so I'm like, is there anything in this one?
No. There's like the coffee that's like half drunk. But that's about it.
It's not my coffee though, right?
It's not your coffee.
And you could tell because it's a different color entirely. Can I like FaceTime Belle?
Yeah, you can FaceTime Belle.
Yeah, I'll switch it to a FaceTime and be like, okay, you see this coffee here? I'm scared to go out there because what if she's not there? But you see that coffee?
Yeah.
That's not my coffee. We know that's not my coffee.
Yeah, that's not your coffee. You don't do black, but hey, you never know. You might have tried it. I don't know. You say that she's here with you right now, right?
I'm gonna like try to... Can I sneak out the door? I want to be so stealth. You know, like when you like are at a corner and you just peek over and like record so they
you don't have to roll for that. You just like you open the door slowly and then you peek out and you can see before you lift the phone to like show. You do see like similarly like the back of her head hair, her braid, her hand on the back of the couch. But instead of it being kind of casual, like it's drumming, like nervously, like, okay, like I'm watching this movie, it's pretty good, but like my fiance just put this on like I was a 5-year-old and I'm just supposed to be okay with her having a mental break right now.
Adult call.
And so there's a mixture of like irritation at being like treated like a child, but also like I'm worried about her. So like drumming by the back. So there's like a good sight of that to look as you tip the phone over. And you see your friend's face. Because like you could see the screen and you like flip the camera. And then she like she just like makes this face like, who that? Who's that?
Wait, quickly go back into the room. So that's you see it, right?
Yes. That's Marina right now. Can I not talk to her? Can we talk to her? Can I talk to her?
I mean, you can, but I think I freaked her out because, like, what? Wordlessly just going like, ah.
Okay. Fuck. Just like making a face.
Both of us just like,
I think you should leave.
I should leave?
Yeah. Like get in the car. Drive back.
It's raining.
This is some freaky.
Raining.
You know raining.
I don't. Yeah.
Like, go like you can see her like put a finger up and like put like the like pull up her laptop, like so she's like holding it with one hand. She's like doing that and like she's like on the computer. And she's like, I don't think it's raining where you are right now.
I look outside. Is it raining?
It's definitely raining. And like you show to like, let's say you're still in the room, there is windows. You like point, you're like, what the fuck is happening?
I don't know. I was supposed to come here to... I don't know why I came here, honestly. Y'all just told me to leave the house and I listened.
You needed
Because at least
time.
it was different.
You needed this moment to yourself. We're here if we need to come get you, if anything. Like, but I'm a little bit away from
this
you.
moment to myself has no longer been to myself. I pull up my hand with like the ring on. I'm like, what? My chain's gone, by the way. Don't know where it went. It's very expensive too. It's just I don't.
You should leave, or like I can come get you, or something.
I don't. Even if it says it's not raining, it's raining here, and you know how I feel about driving in the rain.
Okay, that don't mean anything to me. Like something's wrong. Okay, and
yeah, but what if something happens to you too? It will take me
like 3 hours to get to you. I'm doing it. Okay, you can't stop me. I'm a grown woman, so I can do what I want. My friend is in a situation that makes no sense, and I'm hoping that I can just pick you up. Okay?
Yeah, but what if you get here and Marina? It's like, what is?
What if I could take Marina? I'm fine with that.
No, don't.
Ghost Marina. I don't know. There's a knock on your door.
Oh God. Can Belle hear it?
Yeah, like she stops immediately hearing like the knock, and then you hear, everything okay in there? You're like, who are you talking to? Yelling at? It sounds like Belle. And
I like look towards Belle, and I'm like, can you hear? Can you? Like making like a face of like that's her, right? Like voice wise.
Like there's like kind of like conspiratorially looking at you and then to the side kind of thing. Yeah, that sounds like her. I'm coming to you, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
All
right.
Be safe.
You too. And then she hangs up.
I should have asked for a picture of the cats. Cat. I didn't get another cat. I should get another cat. This probably wouldn't have happened.
There's another knock on the door.
Okay. Yeah, no, you can come in. It's fine. How's the movie?
Opens, and then there's like the most deadpan of looks as like the door opens. I've watched this like 10 times. Haruka.
Yeah.
Were you talking to Belle just now?
Yeah. Just because I had to. Do we think maybe? I'm here real quick, and I'm gonna like sit down on the bed and like pat next to the bed to like sit.
Like gives you like a suspicious look, but walks over and does that.
I don't know what I believe, you know, in the grand scheme of life, in the metaphysical parts of it. I don't even love using big words like that. Do you think maybe instead of, you know, me going through it, maybe we both need to move on?
What? What is happening right now? Okay, like
you're dead.
I'm not dead, and I don't appreciate you keep on saying that I am.
Could I use a scar in this moment to try and do something potentially?
What are you trying to do?
I have a thought process.
Okay.
That probably won't work, but we'll see. Recalling back to like earlier when I recalled back to the planning of the funeral. You know, at funerals when they have like the in memoriam like photos they have where it has like a date and there's like a picture, and there's like a order of service on like the back, you know, like a funeral thing.
It's a pamphlet, like a funeral.
Yeah, like a funeral pamphlet, but like a itty bitty one that like someone can keep in their wallet.
Oh yeah.
Could I say I have one of those? Because I don't think I would. I think it's just something she keeps on her.
Yeah,
back,
I agree.
Like using a scar, like
you
definitely
can do
like
that. That kind of connects with the funeral planning a little bit. So like you have this thing to carry around with you just because like it's something that nice to have. It still hurts, but it's nice to see her
It's a pretty
picture.
photo of
It's a pretty
her. Yeah.
photo.
And it's a physical one.
So you're you're doing this. Okay. Increase your anxiety by 2. Um,
I'm getting really anxious.
mhm. Are you tense doing this?
I think I'm definitely I'm either tense or desperate because it's just like I'm like trying. I think it's more tense than desperate because I'm like trying to prove that this person has
I
died
think
to
you
the
are tense,
face.
but you're at the tail end of tense right now, where you're like,
Yeah.
this has to work. Like, I called my friend. My friend says I was here, supposed to be here by myself.
And then
Um,
saw and heard this dead person.
mhm.
So I think, but like this person isn't dead. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely tense. So it's just like, hey.
All right. So you pull out your the funeral pamphlet. Roll, because now you have 2 dice to roll. This is a tense roll.
A 6.
Awesome. All right. So you do. You give this, and I would say this will increase your hope again. 3. So that's good. That's good. You're really close to being out of here right now. And so you like hold on. All right, and you open it and you pull out your wallet, and then she's looking down as you like scramble for your wallet and you show and like lower the pamphlets here, right? Like you were hoping you weren't sure if you were gonna be like, no, it doesn't exist where I am for some
Yeah, like
reason.
finding like an empty place in my bag where like I
Yeah.
know I kept it.
And you flick through and you find it and you pull it out and it's exactly as you remember and it has 2 sides to it and it has her picture. Then you give it to her. Then she looks at it, like makes a face, gets it, and holds it in between her hands and kind of turns away from you as she does and flips it over and you can see her eyes processing this and it looks worn a little bit because it's a year old. It's not like like brand
And
spanking
I
fresh
think
new.
it's like almost like an anxious tick sometimes that she would like take it out and like pass it between her hands and just hold it. So
Yeah.
it's definitely like like it's a well-loved piece of paper, you know.
Mm-hmm. And she looks at it and she there's silence between you outside of just the rain outside. Then she looks at you. Her eyes are like kind of wet. You weren't you weren't lying.
I've never lied to you.
I know you wouldn't mean to, but I really thought that you had a break just now.
I mean, I did too.
So then so where's my Haruka? If you're not mine.
I would hope waiting for you.
I died.
Not in the position I'm in.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. uh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I died for you.
Yes. Me too.
But
And if this is
I cannot move on because I woke up and I made breakfast for the woman I love. I just spent several days with her. You can't force me to go through grief of someone that I just was with. Like that's not fair.
I don't
You can't force me to like be okay with like
I'm
letting
not
you go when I had you. Like what?
you're not I'm not saying that you don't you always will. I don't know if that thing you had though was me. I don't know if this is an alternate reality or you're just some ghost.
Not a ghost. And like she grabs your hands. And it's so warm and real. And then like she slides her hands up to your shoulders and like holds them. I'm very real. I'm right here with you. Please.
I'm not yours, though. I'm not saying you don't have a Haruka. I just don't think the one you have is me.
Okay. I need you to roll again. Is this tense or desperate?
I think it's desperate because I think like Haruka's at the point and I was like, if I'm trying, I came here to let go, you know, in a sense, in a healthy manner, and this is stopping me from doing that because it's giving hope in a way, but not a healthy kind.
Okay.
It's like I would be taking something that is not mine to take, if that makes sense.
That's fair.
Like my Marina's gone. I don't know what this is, but it's not the same one, and it would be incorrect, quote unquote, for me to be like, okay, I'm just gonna take this and it's mine now and everything's fine. Like, no, like I still buried someone. I think it's where like I buried you. You can't do this to me. All right. So is it just one roll? One die?
If you wanna, I'm checking. I think so, unless like you want to use the element, any of the elements that you already revealed. You don't increase your anxiety if you're using something that's already existing. If you want to use the memory of, hey, I buried you.
Yeah, I think that's like the big thing. It's like, you can't take this from me. And I'm like, you have our, like, I think it's more, you can't take that away. Like Marina said, you can't take that away from me. And it's like, I think for Haruka, she didn't take anything away from, she's not taking anything away from Marina. She's giving her like, hey, I'm probably still out there, but you can't say you have things being taken away when you were already taken from me. And like, this sucks.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, probably the funeral stuff. Like, no, like you're dead in my reality.
You're super dead. I literally have this. Also,
dead.
this, you can also, it's either the planning, the memory of the planning, or this exists in this world, so it did happen for me.
Yeah.
I bought this with me. This is something that can't change. So that's 2 dice. You do not increase your anxiety because you already revealed it.
That's a 5.
So for desperate, the character's disease with dread goes up by 2. So I have 3 now.
My despair goes up by 1.
So you choose for me.
Oh.
Your player chooses to suffer a severe consequence or raise their despair by 1.
What does despair do if it gets like 5 despair?
You die.
Okay.
Whether you die or end in a way doesn't necessarily mean that you're dead.
We're gonna do an added despair because it's just like, I think for Haruka, it's just, she didn't come here to forget, but she wasn't expecting how the constant reminders in such a physical manifestation of the fact that like her Marina is dead, and like now there's a Marina here, but like it's not her, and like what is happening. So I think her despair has gone up because like it's definitely like, I think there is still an air of like, fucking lucky bastard, alternate reality, Haruka gets to have Marina, and I get not, if not a ghost, I get like something else. It's still not the same.
You are looking at this person and you say, I'm not yours. Like, this isn't real. And she's looking at you and holding you. And she like, her grip tightens just a little bit as if like not wanting to let you go. Okay. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
I just know I'm not allowed to have you.
You are allowed to have me.
I did already. And it was great and it was wonderful and I miss it so much, but I can't raise the dead.
I'm not dead. I'm right here.
I can't take what is somebody else's.
How do you even know that? What if you, yes, you're, But what if you leave and my Marina's just gone? Marina. My Haruka is just gone. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Like, maybe it is an alternative reality or something, like when we're like at some weird in between or impasse or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, this is a really fucked up movie right now. You would have liked it. At least mine, Marina, would have. I don't.
It does sound really cool. Like a really good movie, but I
It's
don't like I'm
it's
living it right now.
yeah. I don't. It's awful to
What do you
live
want
through.
me to do? Do you want me to help you in some way? Like I don't even know what to do right now. What is like? How do I get you back to where you need to be?
I
I don't
don't
want you to be there.
know.
I don't want you to suffer
It's
there.
okay. I do have a question, and maybe that maybe it'll help. I don't know. How did how did our life look in the last year?
We got another cat. Um, Snowball. It's very like on the nose a little bit, really fluffy, white. Um, we've been planning the wedding. Um, we just came up with a date, beginning of next year.
Oh,
Um, as our jobs are doing good. I got promoted, uh, which helps with paying for things. Uh, we we have movie night every Saturday. We usually go on vacation every quarter or something like that. This is
oh, wow.
like a small one, not like a big lavish thing.
Yeah,
Just
no, but that's still cool.
yeah,
Um,
we talk all the time. We don't.
I think that's what I miss the most.
Yeah. Well,
Me. I'm glad you have it.
I know I'm not there with you anymore, but I want you to know how much I love you. It's a
Am
dream.
I
It's a dream come true. Flower.
you wouldn't you would be mad if not moved on because I don't think I can do that in the traditional way because what is happening? Um, but if I you probably wouldn't want me to be as sad as I have been, huh?
No,
If that was your reality.
if the reality, if you, if this had happened with me where you died, it would feel like my world was crumbling for a while. I would hope that eventually I'd get out of it, but I can't even imagine a day without you. I can't. And that's your reality, and you expect me to be okay with it. To send
I
you
don't
back to that. I know. I know that's life, okay? But I'm looking at you right now, and you are hurting. You're
this
telling me to.
just this just feels like another cruelty.
Yes! A cruelty I wasn't even expecting. I was expecting breakfast in bed or some shit. Like that, like that's.
Yeah, no.
I was expecting for us to watch a movie marathon this evening. And now you're telling me I have to send you back. Somehow. I'm not magic. Like, I'm not a fucking wizard. I don't know.
What if I'm not saying you have to do it. What if I have to send you back? It goes both ways.
maybe we both have to be okay with. Roll for me, why don't you? You can roll 2 because you have, like the reminder of the funeral, and you also, so yeah, roll 2 dice for desperate.
Okay.
Or this could be 10s.
6.
All right, doesn't matter. So do you want? Does this feel desperate to you still, or is this like you're talking them down a little bit here?
I think it's more tense.
Okay, so you just
Yeah.
succeed. And it kind of clicks, and I'm gonna say you increase your hope to 4 here, because you.
Belle's on her way in the car. Let's go.
So it feels like, oh hey, I have to be okay with it, and this person who you're starting to believe is Marina, just not yours, has to be okay with this too. And they are not okay with it. Like they are currently being convinced that like, hey, this is just how it is, but like they see you like now they are seeing that you have dealt with their death. Like they see that like the memories of them are all over you. They see that you haven't been sleeping. They see that you are tired, but like maybe finally getting rest. And technically you haven't eaten today. Granted, yes, it's been very stressful today. But this is like a glimpse of a year after her death. And she does not like what she's seeing now. That like, not like, hey, grief is happening, obviously, like you're going to go through it. But if being here makes you better, she would. You see that all in her eyes. You see that in how she's holding your shoulders, the pleading in the face. But there is like a break in, I'm not yours, you're not mine, that's not fair to the other me.
Seeing that then, I'll elucidate more. I'm very fortunate to have known you, or the you I had. I think I focused more on what I lost for a long time rather than what I was able to have and who that made me as a person. And so I think that's why I think you're the reason why I'm okay saying goodbye. Because if it wasn't you, I don't think I would have been able to. Never. You've always made me better. And I'm going to take off the ring. I want to put it in her hand and close it. That's for your flower, not me. I'm not flower anymore.
She looks like she's getting ready to cry. Can you roll? Oh, I don't know. This is desperate or I'm going to say desperate because of the nature of this. This is a spiritual breakup of sorts.
I'm spiritually breaking up with my dead fiance. Not fiance,
this time
not dead.
it is just going to be 1 dice.
Okay. It's a 4.
Dread goes up by 2. I'm going to use 4 of that to increase your despair to 3.
Okay.
But you succeed. You tell me, player chooses to suffer a severe consequence or raise their despair by 1.
My trying to do the math right now because I'm so close to 5 hope, but I'm also, if I make it despair, I'm also so close to 5 despair.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think I'm gonna take a consequence.
Okay.
I don't pick the consequence, right? I just say.
You just say there's a severe consequence, and I will give it to you.
there's a severe consequence to my actions. As
I
I
like how
put
you're
this
not
ring in her
looking up
hand.
when you say
Yeah, no, there's a severe
that.
consequence. Oh wow, I can't. The consequences look real if I can't see it.
True. Cool. You do that and you roll her hands over the the ring, and she looks heartbroken for a moment. She takes a deep breath.
This isn't goodbye to
I know.
Haruka
I
and
mean, I don't
Marina.
know
You
because like
still. I
I'm
mean,
assuming that if you leave, the other Marina will be here. But what if that's not true? And ooh, and like kind of lets you go, officially holding this, and then like kind of leans against the desk drawer, like, oh, my world would break. Okay. Um, but
I mean, coming from someone whose entire world fell apart suddenly, and then
yeah,
found out that I
okay.
was loved as much as I loved you. Like how you like know you're loved, but you don't really truly know it until like something happens. Like I didn't know you were gonna propose. I've
You didn't know I was gonna propose?
no.
What? I was so obvious.
It took us like over 20 years to even kiss, so I don't really know what you're expecting from
Oh,
me.
I died before that shit. Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. And then like she like puts
But
the ring on the dresser, like fans her face, trying not to cry. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna help you. Okay. Uh. Uh. And as she's like thinking about it and trying not to like full on ball, you feel. Remember that wet feeling at your ankles? It feels like it raises to your knees, just above your knees.
uh-oh.
Like if you're wearing sweatpants or something like that, it raises and it feels like that. Those not clinging because like let's say if you stepped out of something wet, it'll cling, but that feeling of it loose in water and kind of suctioning to the top of where it ended. That feeling, you feel it raise slowly and you feel colder.
Is it fleeting or does it
This time
stay?
it is kind of staying longer. Like there's before it was fleeting this
Okay.
time and like it's just kind of there and then it just doesn't go away for a bit. You get a chance to like, oh, this is actually a feeling that I'm actually feeling right now before it
Um,
finally fades.
oh, something's wrong. Like
What?
it's not like out of pocket for like Haruka to think something's wrong, right?
You definitely think something's wrong now. Like if it
Yeah,
wasn't
okay.
clear because your dead girlfriend is here, now it's like, okay, she's real, she's here, but also a phantom feeling is happening
This
that
third
isn't.
secret other thing is happening as
Yeah.
well. I think I might need your help. Actually, I don't know what's going on, but I'm afraid I might drown. Metaphorically and physically. I don't.
What are you talking about? Like wiping tears from her eyes.
I've been getting fleeting feelings of cold, wet, not great, and it's getting worse, higher.
Oh, okay. And looks you over. Um, whatever's maybe whatever's happening, like you said before, I have to, you have to be okay with it, and I have to be okay with it, right?
I think I've been ready to be okay with it. I just felt like I needed your permission.
I'm okay with it.
Are you?
It's the best of my ability.
That's fair.
If it means that you're safe, even if I'm not there, that's what I want. I want you to live your life. Even if, let's say, theoretically, if we broke up,
Yeah.
you both make a face like that wouldn't happen. But let's just say we did, and it was for a reason that felt right. I want you to live your life. I wouldn't want to be selfish. You know?
I think I've felt selfish just holding on to you for so long. Not you,
I get
but
it.
yeah.
And I would be selfish to keep you here if that meant that whatever's going on would hurt you. So
Help.
I'm gonna like hold your hands, pulls you to her, and she kisses you right here between your eyes. I hope I see you again, but I'm gonna miss you. Roll.
Okay, which one? Which one am
This
I
is
rolling?
desperate, and um,
Could I be getting help
you are getting help
and I'm
from
accepting the help?
Marina. But, and I'm gonna tell you this right now, if you fail
Okay.
at a desperate roll, if you are getting help from Marina,
Yeah.
1 to 5, so you have to get a 6. Something bad's gonna happen to her.
Oh no, okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're 3. Okay, I too.
For getting help rolling, yes, I like that. And then if you want, you can use the element of funeral planning, knowing that she's dead. Is that too? So you have 3, essentially.
Dig. Oh, oh thank God. 2 twos and a 6. So we got a 6. Oh thank God.
so,
Oh,
so,
I am
so,
so sweaty.
I am so sweaty. So this increases your hope to 5. So you have survived. Nicely done. So we're gonna end this. She's holding your hands, and then she releases your hands, and then cups the sides of your face like she did earlier. And that pained look turns into one of love instead, even though there's a little bit of pain behind there. And she just looks your face over like this is going to be the last time she sees it. She hopes not, but
I know it's the last time.
yeah. She smiles sadly and then kisses you, pulls away. Bye. I love you, flower. Don't. I know you can do this. Life is so beautiful with you in it, even if I'm not there. Kisses you on the forehead. You feel. She holds you there, but you feel the water rise. And for a moment, you're like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Close your eyes. And you open them, and you're back where you are. It's no longer raining. You're outside. You're at the lake. You are now chest deep in the river. And not the river, in the pond. That Aurora Borealis, like that energy off the pond is there. It's like it's raging around you, and you're like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And you almost can't move. Then you hear splashing behind you, frantic splashing, and then a voice calling out to you, "Hey, Haruka, hold on, I'm almost there." And you turn where you are and you see Belle. Belle has, we haven't described Belle, but I'm just going to give her a description. Black hair that's really curly, and you know that she's going to be upset because now she's getting it wet. Dark skin, is wearing like athleisure wear, like that's her style of clothing, and she is swimming like her life depends on it to you, and you are crying as if you were left, like just as you left, and you gasp as if it's the first time you're breathing for the first time in a while. And Belle kind of like gets to you, but it's like too much momentum and it knocks you over just a little bit. But since you're in water, it's like she just grabs you, rights you. All right, I got you. I got you. Are you okay? What was that? You were just standing here and I was calling you and you just kept walking and you just kept walking further and then the Aurora Borealis is still there, but she's acting like she doesn't see it. She's just looking at you. Can we go? Are you like shaking you? Say something.
Do I feel the thing back? Okay. I think Haruka's gonna grab it and just hold it. And just silently, like as being shaken by her friend, is still just like quietly holding onto the ring. Um, tucks it underneath her shirt. Yeah, no, I'm. Thank you. And it's
Yeah.
less that she's saying that to Bella, just saying it to the universe.
And as you say
Um,
thank you, and she holds your shoulders and just like stares at you wide eyed, like, "Are you good?" Is the vibe. That energy, those colors, as vivid as they are, they start fading away, and the thank you feels like a "I got it. Don't worry. Whatever was happening, I don't need it" kind of situation. And it fades away and it's just you two as Belle like pushes you forward. You can feel the anger in her push, like what the fuck is wrong with you kind of situation.
I just wanted to swim and I forgot
No,
all the
you
steps.
didn't.
I did I call you earlier? Do we recall
Yes, you
that?
did. It was weird, okay? Like you said that Marina was there and it was raining and it's not raining, like, and like you see, right, the time is like a little late afternoon, early evening kind of situation. That's a lot of time that passed. That isn't really how much time actually passed. um and when you get out you realize you've been standing in the lake for a while. It's not been,
Oh, my toes are pruny.
yeah, you're pruny, like there's like muck on your sweatpants. Like kind of like you've been sitting there for a while, it's kind of been settling on you essentially. That's how
Yeah.
long you've been standing there. And you're shaking a little bit. Um
Can we go home?
yeah, yeah, we can go home. Did you want let's pack your stuff. You're
Yeah,
gonna
can
tell
we
me what the
also
fuck happened. Is
Yeah.
Marina here?
No.
You are gonna tell me everything, all right?
Yeah, I think I also need to get another cat.
Okay, fine, let's go. Again, pulls you out of the water, like kind of jerks you out, still like kind of pissed off at you, but not like at you, more like you put yourself in danger is what it looks like to her. Um, and she has to get her hair done again. She just got it done. She's kind of pissed off at you, yeah.
Oh, no, I'll pay for it.
But she nods, takes a deep breath, shakes her hair. We're going. I got it. Let me get you stuff. Yeah. And like walks in and you follow behind. And the memory of Marina's kisses on your face as a goodbye lingers. The feel of her hand on your shoulder, arm, hands is fresh. And you feel like just with those memories, it's enough. And when you enter the Airbnb, like the lake house, it's how it was when it was just you, but the only thing missing now is the vase with the magnolias. You take a moment, you sigh, and then you get to work with quick pack and everything before you leave. Epilogue. Marina's eyes open, and Haruka is gone. And she tries not to cry. She looks around. Flower? Flower? Say something. Say something. Yeah, I'm downstairs. Oh God. Like just into kimchi squats down. Like, what is it? What is it? And you hear the audience hears like a shuffle up the stairs of like feet and hair out, like dark brown hair out. Very different from the Haruka that was here before. Rosy cheeked and like smiling and then like not, like was wearing, like carrying a spatula with like cooking grease still kind of like heated, like, what's wrong? Wait, why are you crying? And like drops it on the floor. Like, I know my cooking's bad, but you don't have to cry about it. And it's like, no, no. Oh, thank God. And like opens her hand. The ring is there. Like looks at her. Her ring is still there. Okay. Can we can we watch something? Some weird shit just happened, and I think we should leave. I think there's something wrong with this place. And she's like, yeah, like I just thought you were sleeping this entire time. Like you needed the rest, and like work has been a lot. So I just thought that like I was gonna check on you later. Are you okay? I'm gonna be. Yeah, yeah. And she allows her flower to take her hand and pull her out of the room. She looks back, turns the lights off, and then closes the door behind her. A few weeks pass, and you're back home in your apartment. And you're looking through on your laptop, like, pet finder listings for a cat. You're like, maybe I need another cat. Maybe that's stuck in your head. And you're awake, but you feel like the day for the first time in a while, and it's been starting to feel like this over the course of a few days, like that there's stuff to look forward to. Next days are looking brighter. How has this experience changed you?
I think Haruka definitely sleeps more now. Like the bags under her eyes have kind of started to disappear. She cuddles Philip a lot more because she can't really cuddle Sir Mister because he's a turtle. Um, Honestly, someone's going to be like, "It's not a turtle, it's a tortoise. It's a turtle. Leave me alone." Um, but I think the world around her feels less heavy.
You feel like you can breathe, and it's like day by day you're able to get a little bit more breath into your lungs, metaphorically speaking, and you're smiling to yourself as you remember a fresh memory of her. You miss her, but you kind of, even though you were a little jealous of somewhere else, y'all were happy, y'all were together, and things would have been amazing. But maybe there's another reality where you're gone from Marina. That hurts you, but that it makes you happy that like somewhere it would have worked and it would have been perfect.
And I think at that, there's a smile lines in her eyes. There's a small crinkle that returns.
First time in a very long time.
Yep.
And that right now is enough. And you can move on as you grip the ring that's around your neck. And just as you fade, you do one more scroll to another page and you see Snowball, 3 years old, ready to adopt whenever. Call at this number. And that,
Boop, 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 boop.
and that is where we're going to end, everybody. Whew. Ah, I almost cried. So hi everybody, I am Ambrose. I go by any all pronouns and I've been the keeper this evening. And our main character has been
Hi, I'm Sachi. I've played Haruka, and I made you a very gay love story to tear it apart. Pronounce she her.
yeah. It didn't end entirely tragically. It could have been worse.
So much. It
So
could have
much
been so
worse.
bad. I
But
think. I
that
think. With the timeline of it having been a year, I'm like, she's coping better than some people would have.
I
Like her
agree.
family definitely made her go to therapy. So she's trying some things. Like I think she was in a spot where she wasn't gonna completely spiral. If you had caught her like a week after this happened, nah, she would probably died. Like just not. It would have been bad. It would
Oh
have been
yeah, it's
bad.
just like anything. I could do anything. Anything to be with her again if it was a week later.
Yeah.
But you did go very well. It was very painful to see this. But it there was still the struggle. But woo, who are you? Where can people find you, Sachi?
Oh
What are
my
you up
goodness.
to?
You can find me in your walls. I'm kidding. My name again is Sachi, or Versachiko on Twitch and other forms of Versace across the interwebs. I also recently announced and am working on my own TTRPG project called Project Medusa TTRPG. It's basically just an AP channel studio thing where we use every system besides 5e. Um,
Bless, Lord.
it's just that's like honestly, everyone's like, what other things do you have? I'm like, I mean, a 70-30 diversity, split up my tables, leaning not towards white people, let's be so clear. And yeah, just diverse tables, games not using 5e. Yeah, just I got a lot of things planned. I'm a busy bee. Check it out whenever.
Amazing.
If there's stuff.
All right, and hi everybody. I'm Ambrose. I am the creative director and founder of Other Sided Studios. We focus on horror, mystery, investigative stuff. This series has been very interesting because like the level of depth of different style of horror has been intense, intriguing, amazing. That's kind of what we're trying to bring these vibes, these types of vibes. And we are also doing every horror game besides using a 5e system as well. So indie horror, please bring it in. I'm currently working on UX design for TTRPG indie games at the moment because I feel like there should be a focus on making digital tools that could be used by everybody, not just PDFs, not just keepers, which are like amazing in terms of Google Sheets or something like that, but maybe something just a little bit personalized in terms of the digital experience. So yeah, that's me right now. And I'm also going to be playing Adrian in Midnight Rush, which will be a Bad House RPG. So stay tuned for that. But then until next time, you'll see us. And then the next one shall be Chapter 7, The Three Musketeers. So don't go anywhere, and we'll see you next week. Take care, and we will see you on the other side. Bye.